our way into the kitchen to make the perfect fall harvest dish, a roasted pumpkin mac and cheese. Please welcome back one of our favorite people, Chef Ronnie Woo. Nice to have you here. Also, some of our favorite people, Ashlyn and Philippe Cousteau. We love them so much. We're going to be hearing all about your trip to Italy. It was so exciting. And Orly heard mac and cheese, and she said, "Oh, I'm coming."
I just elbowed my way to the counter.
Kick someone out of the counter. Someone on the floor right down there.
Ronnie, you always feed us so well. You guys dig in. Today is an extra special treat.
Yeah, it's a very fall dish.
It's
at least for me.
fall. It's very fall. It's also, you say, it satiates the sweet and the savory.
Yeah.
Salty. How so?
So you get the sweet from the pumpkin, and again, you can use like any kind of vegetable that you like. You can use like butternut squash if you don't have pumpkin, which is very common. People swap that out. Sweet potatoes, again, if your kid doesn't eat broccoli, use broccoli.
Ooh, nice, and put it in the mac and cheese, and then they'll eat
Trick
it.
your little daughter.
Exactly. All right, so the first thing we do is we roast our pumpkin.
Yeah, so roasting vegetable takes the longest time, so we're just going to this.
Olive oil?
Is very stubborn, so we're gonna put some, I actually like using high heat oil because we're roasting on super high. Because when you actually roast olive oil on high heat, it kind of changes it. So you want to use like a high heat oil.
Like grapeseed?
Grapeseed, sunflower oil, canola oil, vegetable oil.
Perfect.
We're gonna toss it really quick.
Okay.
Just use my hands.
There you go.
All right, we're gonna pop it onto a tray.
And how long was this going to take to roast?
Even layer. So we just want it to be nice and tender on the inside, a little bit crispy on the outside. So like 20 to 25 minutes.
Okay, it takes a second because they're very dense.
Yes, they are pretty dense, but once they cook, it's like a snap. Yep. So then we want to pop it in the oven. Let me grab a towel. You want to pop it in the oven, and so because that takes longest, so we're gonna pull the swap out, and we have these gorgeous tender. Pumpkin, and it's been cool.
And they really are. I mean, and
good.
they complement the macaroni.
I'm so glad. The sweetness is so yummy.
I feel like it's really healthy.
It is healthy.
So if I eat this whole thing, I'm not going to feel bad.
No.
Ignore the rest of the ingredients. Just pretend you're eating butternut squash.
Healthy mac and cheese.
Forget about the bechamel sauce we're about to make now. It's totally, but it's dairy. It's good for you. You eat it.
Oh, there's another vegetable in here. It's a tomato.
Tomato paste. Yeah.
There you go.
Exactly. All right. So how do we do this beautiful bechamel?
All right. So it's a very simple bechamel, your standard bechamel, but I'm gonna add a few extra ingredients. We have some butter.
Yeah. A bit so it's not boiling.
Yeah. Let's turn it down.
There we go.
All right. So we have a stick of butter.
A stick of butter. That's it.
No.
Yeah.
It's healthy. Dairy.
It's dairy.
Not protein.
That's good.
Calcium.
It's on my
right, we need it.
Yeah. Like what's those milk ads? It's like a butter. All right. Some flour.
Okay, so garlic, butter, flour. So far, we've got the roux going.
And the garlic cooks really fast, and you want to do this kind of quickly.
Oh, you smell that? That's so nice.
Heaven.
Amazing.
Oh,
Delicious.
Ronnie.
Yeah. So bechamel is like one part butter, 1 part flour, and 1 part, you'll see, whole milk.
So that is a mustard powder, which I've never put mustard in my bechamel.
Yeah. So for macaroni and cheese, it's kind of common. Again, it adds a little bit of depth of flavor again.
Interesting.
So this is my favorite part actually. Adds a little bit of a tang. It's a little bit like a pink sauce.
So tomato paste.
Yeah. So if you ever had if you like pink sauce, it's basically a combination of marinara and like a white sauce.
And that's how you do it? You put tomato paste in it?
Well, in this case, you put tomato paste in it, but some people put like marinara in it, which you can use as well. But I just really like the extra depth of umami flavor that it adds.
Yeah, the flavor really is.
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
Thank you. I didn't make those.
And then here, we add in, this is whole milk?
Whole milk, yeah. I'd say it's a little lighter than heavy cream.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, if you're putting the butter,
Yes, whole milk, all the way.
Whole milk, protein.
if you're going to do it, do it.
Okay.
We drop in a bay leaf.
Bay leaf, please. Yep. We're going to take that out before we finish it up.
And our paprika.
Smoked paprika, yep.
Smoked paprika also adds another
a little
depth
bit
of
of like
flavor.
non-spicy heat to it.
Right,
You know
it's
what I
so
mean?
nice.
So what you're going to do is basically cook this down until it turns into like a beautiful, I would say it's like a gravy consistency.
It looks like that.
Swap it out, yep.
How long is that going to take?
I would say like 5 to 10 minutes, actually pretty quick.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, not too bad.
Then just a little bit of cheddar cheese.
a little.
Pinch.
Just a skosh.
Drop.
So it is mac and cheese, you guys.
There you
No,
go.
no, of course.
Exactly.
That's right.
And by the way,
Exactly.
you don't want to skimp on the cheese. Like you don't want to be sitting down to a mac and cheese plate and then feel like you're skimping on
worst.
the
100%
Exactly.
agree.
Nothing
Do
worse.
it,
Then
do
it's
it
just
all the way.
mac.
Cheese is
Right.
cheese is in the title. You need a lot of cheese.
Exactly.
Yep.
And then some Parmesan cheese. So you're elevating
going
this.
for it, yeah.
But you're elevating it. This isn't just your typical mac and cheese. I mean, I guess you could use really any kind of cheese you wanted, right?
You can use any kind of cheese you want.
Okay.
Yep. And again, so you kind of want to do this off heat. In this case, this one's cooled a little bit. So
And if the bechamel sauce is a little bit runny,
It doesn't matter. This one's cooled a little bit, so it's a little bit thicker, but if it's runny, it totally doesn't matter. The pasta is gonna soak up the rest of the liquid.
All right, so now this is our pre-cooked pasta.
Yep.
How do you cook the pasta? Do you cook it a little less than usual?
Yes, Deb, you know your stuff. All right, so you want to cook it a couple minutes under al dente.
Okay.
It's gonna finish cooking in the oven. If you wanna cook it, eat it straight out of the pot, just cook it al dente. But we're gonna pop it in the oven for a little bit just to get these breadcrumbs in this crispy. Okay, now the next thing we're gonna do, we're gonna add.
Oh my
coming
gosh,
together.
this is perfect.
So I'm gonna save a few. Actually, if
What
you
were
like
you
to
gonna
garnish,
say?
I was gonna say if I want to. I was gonna say if you want to save a few and garnish it, you can. But you know what?
But why bother?
Why bother?
And this seems to me like it would be a great make-ahead meal, right,
Yeah.
for the family, so
Sure.
that you can do it in prep and
There
then
you
kind
go.
of keep it because these
Absolutely.
meals just taste better after they've been sitting in the fridge a little bit too.
Yeah, like a stew or something. This one's actually really great. You can make it advanced.
smells so
and
good.
Pop it into this casserole dish, and then you can actually just freeze it.
Oh, just like that? Oh, what a great idea.
So you want to freeze it before you put the breadcrumbs on.
There you go.
And it's so delicious because the pumpkin is like diced so small that you don't know when you're getting a bite of pumpkin, and then you're like, ooh,
Yeah.
it was a pumpkin. It's like a real
Nice
surprise.
surprise.
I'm finding myself searching for more pumpkin. Like,
Yeah.
it's like a nice little treat.
All right,
Oh,
Deb,
more
we'll do
pumpkin.
the honors.
And then we just put panko breadcrumbs on top?
Yep.
Just delicious. You prefer panko over the
I
others?
prefer panko. They're a little bit sweeter. And then also they kind of crisp up a little bit better. They brown a little bit better. And you want to do to help it brown, you want to add either a little bit of melted butter, or a little bit of canola oil, vegetable, anything that will just get some oil that will.
In the panko.
In the panko, yeah.
All right, so now we pop it back in for how long?
So you want to pop it in the oven until it's like nice and brown on top. It's really just to make it look delicious and appetizing because it's already everything's already cooked. So probably about 10-15 minutes. You get this nice, beautiful brown.
Oh my gosh.
crust.
Gorgeous. Look how
Des, will you do the honors, please?
Yeah, I want to get the sides.
I feel like I always
love
get like the
that.
middle because I like the.
You like the middle?
I like
Is that
the-
right?
Okay, I like the
Well, then
sides.
you would,
like the
you would
corners.
fit in
I'll
most
give you
families.
the middle.
I generally do.
Everybody
I
wants
generally
the
go into
edges.
people's homes and I'm like,
Perfect.
I want the
I'll
middle.
take the middle.
Yeah.
How are you? I'm like,
Yeah, how dare you,
I'm with
Ronnie
you, Ronnie. I like the
Woo.
middle
This is
too.
my favorite
Okay,
part
there's
of
your
watching
middle.
Debbie too. Like I like watching Debbie in the kitchen, but I love watching Debbie when she's about to serve and then taste the food. You know what I mean? All of a sudden, it's like a slight shift with Debbie Matinoff right here.
Thank you, love.
But it's getting close
I
to
know.
time.
I get a little like wild.
I love that about you, though.
Well, as you guys taste,
All right,
everybody,
Ronnie, cheers.
Cheers.
you're gonna love it. Here it is.